Hello everybody and welcome to Big Pharma. This game is currently in beta. You can get it on their website. The link will be in the description. I know Sips has played this. I know NerdCubed has played this. So if you want to see someone a little more professional, go ahead and have their attempt at this. Although Sips is hard to call professional because he is just a big child. Then you can go check out their videos. But basically, I'm going to be doing the same thing that Dan did, NerdCubed. I'm going to call him Dan. That's just what I do. I'm basically going to be doing the same thing he did, which is playing through... He did one video on the first level, the beginner level, where you just have to make a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. I'm going to basically be playing through the scenarios, and depending on how long that takes for each of them, there'll either be one video or a few videos. We'll see how that pans out. But I'm going to play as many of these until either I get bored or people stop watching them. So let's get this started. I've played a couple times. I have a few saves. I did pretty well. I basically know the whole mechanics of the game. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're gonna start on the level that Dan did, which is the first one that I did. I don't need any of the tutorials. If you want the tutorials, I would honestly suggest buying this game. It's pretty complex, but it's fairly easy to understand. So we're going to start with a bottom line. So basically what you have to do is earn $1 million in 10 years. Easy enough. So we got to name our company. I always go with Farley RX, because why not? And I always pick Leonard because I feel like that's going to be me in like 60 years. So here is where we start. Now this is a 2x2 map, which means there's 2 buildings by 2 buildings. All of these little things here correspond to these, which are your import and outport slots. I'm just going to pause while I briefly explain everything. And these are your ingredients. Basically, the whole goal of this game, I probably should explain that, is making pharmaceuticals. You're a pharmaceutical company, you're making drugs, good drugs, not bad drugs. So basically, let's say we wanted to make a cold medicine. We would use this. We have to upgrade it a little so we're within this green area, which is where this ingredient is active, but we don't want it to be in this area because this is a side effect. So you want to make as good of a drug as possible, and it'll earn you money. You unlock different ways to make drugs, either pills or creams or syringes, stuff like that. You upgrade your ingredients. You unlock more ingredients with explorers, and you also research new things with your scientists, and also upgrade your existing things with your scientists as well. We'll get into all of this later. And your cures, basically this shows you what you have and what you can do. So this is what we were just looking at, the one that soothes the cold. So this is what we could do with it. We can make a drug that would sell for 132, and then minus whatever it costs us to make it, that would be our profit. However, if we get it to level 4 to 8, and we put it through one of these, which is a machine we'd have to unlock, we'd be able to upgrade it to an antibiotic, which would then make us more money, but it would also cost us more money. But in the long run, if you upgrade it more, it will make you more. So basically the idea is, in order to make more money, you have to spend money to upgrade things. So we're just going to start off fairly basic by making a cough medicine with the reacted jellyfish juice. Everything is randomly generated. Each time the buildings, the ingredients will all be different. So we're going to start with the reacted jellyfish juice. We're going to import this. After clicking on one of these doors, they'll take you to that screen and you can import something. So we need to get this white spot into this green area. Now the easiest thing to do is, because it's already level 2 and we need it to be level 3, we're going to put it through something called an evaporator, which will increase the concentration by 1, and that bar is the bar of concentration. Oh, they fixed that. Interesting. Okay, so you used to be able to put the machine right up against there, but you can't do that now. So what you have to do is put this down. This little updated right as I went to record. And then you put a belt. So now we're going to put it on play. You can see what happens. So ingredient will come out here, and it'll go in here, and then as you can see, it's now in the green area. Now there's a machine you can get later on called the analyzer, which will tell you exactly what level you want it to be for it to be maximum strength. Now since we don't have that right now, really the only thing we need to do is make sure that it's active, which it is. So now we're going to send it to a pill printer, Now, this here, there's one more mechanic that you have to worry about when you're making a pill or any kind of drug, is the process time. So now this one, every time a belt moves, here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Every time a belt moves, one will come out of here and it'll go in here. The next time a belt moves, another one will come out and another one will go in. It's a continuous process. It's basically every day is almost sort of a turn, essentially. So every day, all the belts move one, and the machines process. Some machines take 1 day to process, some take 2, some take 3. Now all the basic machinery only takes 1 day to process. So every time a belt moves, one will go in and one will go out. So the pill printers also take 1 day to process. Or no, they take 2 days to process. So in the time that it takes this machine here to make 2 of these pill printers will only make 1 pill. So you want to have 2 pill printers for 1 of these basic machines. So now, as you'll see, if we put it on fast forward, another one comes out, 2 go in, okay, and then a pill will come out, take 1 in. They're not in opportune placements, but so now we get to name our product. So sore throat ease, it's a cold, so we're gonna call it Coldex, because we're original. Alright, so those will start shipping out and making us money. So they sell for $151, and if we look in company, we can see that we make $83 per pill, which is good. So now that we're making money, basically what we can do is we can go to research. Always go to research first. So what we need to do to research is we need to hire scientists. Now scientists each cost $30 a day. Right now we're making $84 a day, so we can hire up to 2 scientists. We're going to hire 2 scientists, and one is going to research the agglomerator, one is going to research the ionizer. So now, and while you're in all these menus, time does keep going, so you will keep making money as long as you're not paused. And I'll explain our competitors later. So basically, the evaporator that we used increases concentration by 1. The agglomerator increases it by 3. So it's more efficient, but it also costs a little more money. And of course, all of these machines, anything that basically changes it, so you can put, in order to lower or raise concentration, you can put it through evaporators, dissolvers, ionizers, agglomerators, or you could put it through an autoclave or a cryogenic condenser in this level. All of those things will be used to upgrade your ingredients. So for instance, this one needs to go through an agglomerator, which we don't have yet. This one needs to go through an evaporator, but it also needs to be at 16 to 18 in concentration, which is easy because it's at 14, but say it was at 6 and it needed to be at 16 to 18, instead of putting down 10 evaporators, you could just put down 3 agglomerators and 1 evaporator. So it's all about efficiency, getting things quicker and for less money. That's basically what this game is. It's a business game. All business games are about efficiency and profits, and that's basically the idea behind this. So we're making our pill. It's pretty successful. Now we want to obviously expand our market and make more pills. This one is also fairly simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to first wait until we can get the agglomerator. We're going to see, how do we remove this? Oh, we remove this with the dissolver. Okay. See, now we can remove this with a dissolver, but it's not really beneficial to us because we don't need to remove it in order to use the good part of this drug. So we're not going to remove this right now. We're just going to make a drug for whatever this is, which is acid reflux. So we need to upgrade it by 1 by putting it through an evaporator. Sure. So let's import this right here. Now you're saying, okay, so you have an ingredient coming in here and pills going out here. Where are you going to put these pills? Well, we got to buy another room, so we'll do that. So these will come around here and go out here. Basically, you just have to manage your space as good as possible. As good as well as possible. That's the one. Okay, so we've researched the agglomerator, and we've researched the ionizer. Now these two guys, if you leave them doing nothing, they will get research upgrade points, which basically allow you to upgrade these, which makes them cheaper, or as far as the creamer goes, I believe the creamer, it will make the effects of the creamer more effective. Stronger, that's the one, stronger. It'll make the effects stronger. So this one reduces the strength of side effects when you use this instead of a pill printer. So if you upgrade this, it'll reduce it even more. But we'll get into that later. So now, because we don't need these scientists, we're just going to fire both of these guys right now so we can make some money. So we're going to start making this. So we're going to see what happens when you upgrade this. Now that we're making money, we can experiment with things. So we're going to see what happens when you upgrade this. We're going to put it through an agglomerator, like so. Okay, and that'll increase it by 3. Okay, so now it's in the range where we can upgrade it, as you can see by the check on the left side under pre-requirements. So now we need to put it through an evaporator in order to upgrade. Now let's just do this. You want to keep everything as compact as possible. Alright, so now we've got this weird steam, hepatic steam. Alright, so now this relieves stomach ulcers, but as you can see, this is really in the way. And because we don't know where the strength is of this isn't actually the best idea for us to do right now. Because in order to remove this, we'd have to get this bar all the way down here and then put it through a dissolver and then get it all the way back up here in order to use this. So we're not going to upgrade this right now, but instead we're going to get rid of this. We just want to put it through an evaporator, like so, and then print it into pills, and then leave that as it is for right now. Okay, just gonna do this, and that. There we go. And we now have another machine making a different pill. Alright, so this is going to be the stomach pain reliever. Sure. There we go. No. Okay, yeah, those are set up in a good way. These are not, however. Okay. That's better. Sure. Okay, so now we have 2 pills being made. Of course, now we've run out of ingredients to use, and we're not really upgrading these yet. So we're going to send some explorers out to find some new stuff. These cost more. These are 50 a day, so you have to be careful with your spending. So we're going to send this out to explore the spiny fig. And as you can see, initial reports say that it can be used for blood medication, so blood medication of some sort. And as you can see down here, there's ones with catalysts, which you need to upgrade different things in the future. But right now, we're not worried about catalysts. We're just going to send this guy out, see what he can find. So he'll be done in a few months, probably 3. Alright, so now we have a few coughing fits and asthma attacks have risen sharply. Okay, lovely. So as you can see from this graph, we have a competitor. Now our competitor is making negative 15,000 a month, and we are making negative. Or no, we're not making negative. We are making 11,000. This is just because we built stuff. So they're making 19. We're making 11. Mostly because we got on the game late, but also because other companies process more pills than we do. But also, they're not necessarily concerned about removing all of their side effects. So the goal is to make better drugs than your competitor. Obviously, since it's a business game, you want to be the better business. See, they just came out with a brand new one, stomach pain catcher, calms acid reflux. This is exactly the same as the one that we're making. Now, we don't know if ours is any better. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to research. What we're going to research next is basic auxiliary. We want to get an analyzer so we can go back to our pill, which is doing stomach, that's this one, yep. And we want to see where in here is the highest strength. So then we can rearrange our machine, make sure it's giving us the highest strength pill, and then send that out, which will then make our pill the better pill, and more people will want to use our pill rather than theirs. So now the other thing we can do, so let's talk about upgrading even further. So this one we can upgrade now that we have the agglomerator. So let's see what we can do with this. We're gonna upgrade this. We can't remove this, so we're gonna have to be careful with this. We're gonna upgrade this. We only need to get 4 to 8, so that's fine. So we're gonna bring this in up here. Import this. Okay, and so now we need to get it on a belt. Well, actually, let's build our machines first. So we need to evaporate it twice. Let's see, what's the best way of doing this? Probably this way. Go. Okay. A lot of open space here, but that'll leave us areas to expand in the future. Helps if I actually connect to the wall. Ah, we've discovered a new ingredient, which relieves hypertension, but as you can see, actually, that's really good. Okay. Sure, we'll do this one as soon as I'm done with this. Alright, so now this is at 4. Now we need to send it through an agglomerator, but we're running out of space here, so we're going to buy this room. Right here. There we go. Okay, so now let's get ourselves an agglomerator and send this through. Like so. So now, as you can see, this is now an antibiotic, but it's now in the way of this, so that's not a very good idea. So we're going to scrap this line here, and we're going to change to the new ingredient because that is easier to work with. So we're going to import this, which is reacted Veritas rock, which will relieve hypertension. Now we can already remove this side effect, which is in the way. So we're going to do that. We're going to import this. And now we need to send this through an ionizer. So let's get these guys out of the way. It's better to keep machines, whoops, I say as I accidentally delete it, than to sell them, because you will probably have to use the same machine later, and you only get half the money back from selling it. So let's get an ionizer. Where are we? There we are, an ionizer. Very compact machine. There we go. So we will send these through an ionizer, and here we go. And actually, it is in a good place. It's not in the way of dry mouth, but it's right in the middle of hypertension. It may not be the strongest, but it's in a good place. So we're just going to export this the way it is. And actually, we could probably even... Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this over here. Interesting room, and we're just going to move this production over here because we don't need so much space for this. Alright, so now we have an analyzer. So we don't need too much space for this, but you know, it's best if we leave the other space in that room for something that's going to take a lot more space than this is. So we're just going to do this, and that, and that, and there we go. That'll start printing us pills as soon as I decide to actually import stuff. There we go. So this will give us pills. Now, what we can do here is give ourselves a belt and give ourselves an analyzer and see if we're actually making the opportune pill before we actually ship it out. So we'll do that before we actually ship those out, just to see if we're doing that pill properly. Alright, so we're going to fire these two guys. But first, I know it says 1, it's a little bugged, but I don't actually have any hired. So we have 2 upgrade points. Now, what we're using the most of is actually an evaporator and the pill printer. So we're going to upgrade those two so that they are less money, which will therefore make it, well, this one's less money, so it'll make us, cost us less, but this one will get us more money per pill. So it's all about making more money. So we have discovered that that is way over there, so we don't need to worry about that. And that one is way over there, so we don't even need to worry about that. And where is... So now the only thing we're going to figure out is where the optimal... Okay, so it's all the way on the right. So really, we're not making the strongest pill that we can. Max strength is 13, we're making pills that are at 11. So actually, in order to make these better pills, what we're going to do is I'm going to get these old ones out of here. And then we're going to move these over. Let's get these out of the way. So now this may cost us more, but it's going to be better for us in the long run. Okay. Whoops. You will accidentally right-click. It happens. Just ignore it. Alright. So now, I'm going to belt this up, as we are now making highest quality hypertension pills. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. Let's just send these out right away. Try to sync these up as best as possible. That didn't work. It's best if you sync them up because then you get a continuous stream. There we go. Now they're working together. You get a continuous stream of pills rather than one after the other. Because you want one selling every day rather than one selling every other day, even though you're making it to sell every day. What is this? Oh. Okay. That was the old one. And this, demand for genital warts treatments is predicted to fall. Well, that's good because I'm not making any. And those you always want to make sure you're making the right thing. I never usually change what I'm making, but it is what it is. Okay, so this one, the Calms acid reflux, and this one. Alright, we're going to check this one first. So this is the hepatic liquid. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this importing, because we don't need to research that anymore, and we're going to import this. And then we're going to have that researched to see if we're making the highest strength of those pills. So actually, let me... yeah, whatever. We're making the highest strength. I bet you aren't. Alright, so now we're using... we can upgrade all of these and just leave it like that. We'll leave this Explorer going just to get us some upgrades to make our ingredients cheaper. So as you can see, the next logical step to upgrade would be the autoclave and the cryogenic condenser, because we need those to upgrade stuff and get higher paying cures. I'm on the cures menu and I couldn't even remember cures. You know, it's a bad sign. So, I mean, researching that... okay. Researching that is all the way up here. So it's quite the jump. There's not really much else we can do in the meantime right now. But first, actually, I'm going to do alternative delivery. I can't speak. Are we making the best acid reflux medication? Yes, we are. Good. Let's get the purple stuff in here so we can make sure we're making a good one of that. Upgrade this again just because we're going to be using it. Right. Tell us if we're making the right stuff. Analyzer is probably one of the best machines that you can get early on because it'll make sure that you are making the most money. Okay. Research this will take 3 months, fine. Or 2 months now. Okay. So our pill production's going pretty well. Not too much going on. We can check our objectives. Basically, this will tell you how far along you are in revenue. So far we've earned 175,000. That, even though that may not seem like we have. And we have to complete within 3 more years in order to get master rank, which I have done. It's very difficult. You have to combine a lot of stuff together and make some interesting pills. Like one that is an appetite suppressant and also cures cancer, which would be a useful pill for someone who eats a lot and also has cancer. Okay, so now this one, as you can see, we are nowhere near the mark. We're on 2, or no, here we're on 3, and we need to get it to 7 in order to be optimal. So now, what we need to do is first, we are going to stop production of this pill because it's not optimal. Then what we need to do is we need to reorganize this machine. So we need to get this to 7. We need to go up 1, and then, okay, so we need another evaporator, which we'll put here. Okay, and then we need an agglomerator, which we will put here, and loop this around like so. And we will put our pill machines back. Okay. Now this, oh, okay, as you can see, that upgraded. We don't want to do that. So what we need to do in order to avoid that, because we can't remove this, we can't really use this, is put it through the agglomerator first. Okay. I mean, be like that game. Let's put this here, put it through here first. That's the only thing. Sometimes things don't go exactly how you planned, but you just have to adjust. Okay. There we go. Okay. And our research on alternative delivery is complete, and we are going to start researching the creamer because it is very good for pills, which sniffle soother, sure. Our high quality sniffle something. I don't even know what I just said. Who knows? Okay, so now this is actually working for 1 pill at a time, so I'm not going to worry about that because it is pumping out properly. This one is also pumping out properly, which is good. Okay. So it may not make you more money per pill if you get it to highest concentration, but it will make yours better than the competition. So now our stomach pain reliever, which is highest quality, and our blood pressure buddy, which sounds weird, are both A's, which actually does increase our rating. Now the cold X is not, but we're not making that anymore. See, sold per month 0, so we can delete that from our market. The sniffle soother, which sounds like I need, is going out there. People are going to start rating it better, which is good. So we've earned money, not just in profit, but actual change in cash, even though we've been building a bunch of stuff, which is good. So now they're curing diabetes. I hit my microphone. They're curing diabetes, or well, treating diabetes. Which, ooh. But as you can see, they only have 1, which is an A. Everything else is a B, C, or D, or even E. E is pretty bad. They're only selling 15 of that per month. So let's see what else we can do. So, what ingredients, what pills are we actually making right now? Unlocks the creamer. Wonderful. I need you guys to research a multi-mixer. Now, a multi-mixer lets you mix your stuff together, which is good because it gets you those big pills. And while that's researching, let's see what we can do here. We haven't actually upgraded this to treat angina yet. Let's see where that'll leave us. Alright, let's import this right here. So now we need to upgrade this, or downgrade this by 8. Okay. So we need a few ionizers, and then a couple dissolvers. Okay, in succession. There we go. So when it gets to here, it should be ready to be upgraded. See, upgrading can often be a very long, expensive, and hard to reach process. Okay, so it is. I'm actually going to turn this like this, just so we use a little more of this empty space down here. Alright, so now they are ready to upgrade. They have to go through another ionizer. Wonderful. Okay, go like that, and there we go. These will upgraded to treat angina. Alright, so actually it's still in a good place. So now we need to get this back up to 11, and it's currently at 3. So if we do, actually we can even get it up to 12, right? Yeah. So let's just do 3 autoclaves, or agglomerators, and that should get us back to the right thing. So do this, and this, and that. Oh, we've run out of money. Alright, we'll wait till we get some more money in order to do that. Okay, how much does that actually cost? 22, okay. So then we will drag a belt. Drag a belt. I know what's, we don't need this guy anymore. Go away. However, we want you to upgrade this one. And this one. Nope. This one. Sure, okay. Make a little more money per day. Research complete on the multi-mixer. Wonderful. You guys research the shaker as well, because that'll come in handy with this. Okay, belt it up. So this is... How do I set this up? Oh. Herp derp. There we go. Okay. Get those things moving through there. So this juice here is Figite solution, ready to treat angina. And it is moving through. This is treating angina. Treating angina. Alright, and in here, as you can see, it is clear of this and is treating angina. Now we could get an autoclave to upgrade this, but for right now, let's start exporting these pills. Now that we know how we can do that, let's start exporting these pills, or we can do a creamer. Actually, I know what I want to do first. First, we are going to analyze. That's the wrong way around. There we go. Analyze this stuff. See, oh, dry's mouth is there. Alright, see where angina is the strongest. That's a weird sentence. Okay. That's gonna analyze for us and tell us where we're at with our angina treatment. Because where that's at will determine if I'm upgrading it any further, and also where I'm leaving the, actually not upgrading it as far, and also what I'm going to use as the final packaging, whether it's going to be a cream or a pill. Alright. We are far into the negatives, because this is costing us so much. If you could hurry up, that would be great. You guys are both fired. Get me some of my money back. Okay, go away. Stop working. Alright, we'll let this start making us some more money. But now, in the meantime, so if we leave it here, what does it start out as here? It starts out as here. So we go up 3 and just up another one. We can have it as the most powerful, and this up here, this is where it's current max strength. But here it's not too bad. And also, if we make it a cream, then it won't be as... the side effect won't be as strong. Okay, we're going to delete all this. We're going to move these off. Actually, we're just going to sell these. Let's not even worry about that. We are going to put these through an evaporator. There we go. Treating angina. Alright. And let us get a pill, or a creamer. So now these only take 1 time to process. So we only need 1 of these. Right here. This will process every single one that comes through here. Alright. There we go. We'll name this Anginese. That sounds weird. Alright, now we're selling these guys. There we go, making some more money. We can bring our researchers back on. Sorry about hiring you guys, or firing you guys. Okay. Wait till we get 3,000. Hire another one. And there we go. Alright, put these guys on. And just wait for the money to kind of roll in. Now we should probably get a new thing here, but as you can see here, let's see. So basically what we want to do is combine things into pills that work together. So this one is 15 to 19, and this one is 9 to 13, so they don't really work together. This one is 3 to 10, so they could work together, but this kind of gets in the way. If we made it a cream, it wouldn't really matter, but you know, I don't like to have side effects in my pills. So now we can always remove this. We could try and do that, and then upgrade this as far as we can go. Alright, well first we're going to go to research, and we are going to get some guys on advanced processing to get us the autoclave and the cryogenic condenser. And if you see any grammatical errors in this, please excuse the guys who made this. They do not speak English as their first language, and I just realized we are doing this extremely inefficient. We are using this room inefficiently. One moment, please. There we go. I wouldn't have been able to use these two for anything because they would have been blocked off. Okay. So now that'll resume processing at some point as soon as everything gets through here. And then just make sure that whatever's coming out is the correct one. Yes, okay. Yeah, you're a gout buster. Okay, so now let us import this one. Alright, so now what do we need to do to upgrade this? We need to do this, which will get it down to 3 to 4. If we upgrade this, what does it become? I completely forgot. 16 to 18. What is it now? 14. Alright, let's get it up. Let's use an agglomerator. Get it up 3. Put it through an evaporator. This, remember, as condensed as possible. Right. Alright, so now we gotta put it through a few ionizers. And for those of you who haven't played this game before, they did make it a lot harder by removing the ability to connect things directly to each other. That won't work. There we go, that's a little better. You used to be able to put one machine right up against the other one, but they removed that ability, so it's a little more difficult. Okay, so now if we want to get rid of this, we got to go down 6 more. So a lot of ionizers, but I'm sure we'll be able to do this just fine. Okay, go here. Okay, put it through a dissolver. Please tell me it's going to be around the way I want. Yes, but that won't fit there. This will be a little better. Save some space. Put down the dissolver. This is all about space management. That is the most important thing. Oh, the most important thing you'll learn from this game is space management, and also not repeatedly pressing the right mouse button. Okay, so now this is good. We can wait till we get the autoclave, but I don't really think we can fit an autoclave here. And then think of how many times we'll have to upgrade it later on. So we need to get it up. We need 2 agglomerators. This. It's going to be a difficult venture. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Hello? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to have to quickly rearrange this machine here because it's getting in the way. Alright, so what I want to do is I got to get this one down here. Whoops. Broke that dissolver. Get a dissolver here. Move these down. This is going to connect here. Here. Of course I did that. That's going to go like that. There we go. Then move this here. There we go. Move this here. Move this over one. Which will give us space. Then do this. And that. And that. And there we go. Always do that. Okay, so now we have a little bit more space for this machine here. So now we can get another two agglomerators. I'm bad at speaking, apparently. Agglomerator, okay. Right, agglomerator. If we put an agglomerator here, I'm just curious. Can we fit a, not a multi-mixer, what am I doing? A cream thingy. Can we fit a cream thingy? Probably not. Oh, no I can. There. There, right? And the creamer. Aha! Oh, we gotta wait till we get some more money back. But we can fit this in here. I just have to wait for my machines to stop using all of my product. And I actually have to wait for that machine to start making money again. I don't like taking loans out in this game because they're ridiculous. I don't usually take loans out in games in general. It's because I never have any use for them. It's like you can just wait another couple seconds. Ooh, alright. We're well on our way. We're probably not going to make Master, but that's fine. Alright, so we are making our money back slowly. How are our researchers doing? They are researching. Oh, they're done. Okay. Let's get an autoclave. One more. Oh, right, we don't have 3,000. That's probably why he's not getting hired. Let's lower the cost of agglomerators and ionizers. We're using a lot of those. Let's get another one of these guys on the autoclave and just wait until we have enough money to buy our creamer, which is 5,000. Good Jesus. Okay. Go. This is quite a long production line for a single pill. That's what upgrading, downgrading does to you. Costs a lot of money and a lot of space. This is a very long line. This is a fairly short line. This is about as short as it gets. Lovely. Well, good for you and your gastroenteritis. Alright, here we go, making some cream. There you go. And if you're wondering why I mentioned injectables, syringes before, and there aren't syringes in this game, or in this specific game, it's because you have different tech trees the higher up you go. There's more things. Sure, vomit beater. That's why I don't have that in my game. There we go, making. Okay, so this room is done. We just have to wait for more money to do any more things. And as soon as those guys are done, we'll have an autoclave, so we'll be able to upgrade things a little better. Okay. We're doing well. Not as well as I usually do, but, you know, that's fine. This room isn't very efficient. Good for you. Like, as you can see, the other company Has a lot more pills than we do, like almost twice as many. But notice most of them have side effects, and there's only one A+. Meanwhile, we have 3 A's, a B+, and a C. They have D, E, D-, D, D-, C, C, and only 2 good ones. Meanwhile, ours are mostly good. We're making 46, he's making 105. Oh, you know what, whatever. Numbers are numbers. Alright. Painkillers and antibiotics. Are we selling painkiller? I don't think so, right? No, we're not. We don't have the proper ingredients for that. Alright. So 2 of our things need autoclaves to upgrade, which we don't have right now, but we're researching. And as you can see, this one needs a catalyst to upgrade, which would require mixing 2 things together. That has 4 things in the same spot. That's pretty interesting. It's kind of inconvenient though, because you can only fit so many things in one place. Apologize if you heard any strange, disgusting drinking noises. Just happened to make a weird blah blah noise. Okay. Where are we money-wise? 14,000. Wonderful. Okay. Let's get 2 of you guys out there. $100 a day. Body response. That could be anything. Possibly painkillers. I don't quite know. I don't quite remember which one body response is. If you look in the cures, it should be obvious. Maybe diabetes. I think it could be diabetes, gout, or rash, or painkiller. It's one of those. We'll see. Alright, where are we on objective? 8 months. We've earned about $750,000, so we'll see. I'm not extraordinarily confident that we'll make it, but I've been extraordinarily wrong before. So, you know. My convictions aren't too much to hold. Alright. Just had to check something. And of course there was nothing. Alright, so ignore my strange ramblings. We're making 40-ish. Are you guys done yet? Could you finish already? Like, I want my money back. Okay, ooh, what can we do? What can we do? Not much, really. There isn't really much you can do with under, like, $20,000. So we're just gonna have to sit and wait. As far as I can see right now. Wait for the autoclave to be done. Then we can fire all these guys, and we can save $120 a month. Whenever these guys come back, we can see what we want to do with this. So while we're waiting, I'll explain some things. If you look down here, you can see that we can explore these right now. If you look down here, as you can see, there's 4 desert ones. Now I've got the master on this without actually going to the desert, because it's not really necessary to get master. You just need to make good drugs. And you can basically get anything you need up here in the forest. So, I mean, that's all up to the player. Doesn't really matter. Basically, the only screen you really need to pay attention to is this one, because you want to be upgrading to the highest one, which happens to be here, but this one I can do 2 of them rather than just 1. That one requires the catalyst, which is mixing, which is a ridiculous process that takes a lot of room, so we're not going to do that one. Right now we're, like, jumping between money. Alright. Ah, our autoclave is complete. Good, now go get coffee or something. Make some actual money per day. Alright, so now we have an autoclave. What is this? Relieves hypertension. Which one do we want to upgrade? No, not that one. This one. No, not that one. This one. There we go. Yeah, hypertension or acid reflux. So, hypertension to angina to stroke. or acid reflux to stomach ulcers to this. This one's probably more likely. Alright. So let's see what we can do. Oh, a new ingredient. Treats diabetes. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this production. Although, is that one of our, is that our best one? The hypertension one? You always want to pay, you don't, yeah, it is one of our best ones. Okay, we're going to leave that. We're going to leave our hypertension pill the way it is, because it's making us money. Not too, it's actually, while it's our best, it's almost making us the worst. This one's making us the worst amount of money, but this one's not actually doing that well. We'll leave that for now. And actually, this one, the cream that took us forever to make, really is doing poorly. So as much as that's doing for us, this right here, stop. Let the rest of those go through, and that's finished, because that's only making us $13 per bottle, which means we're spending $323 on each one of these through all of this process. Alright, so now, if we look at our cures, that one's acid reflux, which alleviates stomach ulcers. So acid reflux to stomach ulcers, which we've done, to appetite suppressant, which goes through an autoclave. So now, so what is this doing? This is actually alleviating stomach ulcers. Okay, so basically what we need to do is first pause, and this is gonna, we're actually importing the same thing, which calms acid reflux. We're firing these guys, importing this. Okay, so now we need to get it to the point which it is ready to upgrade to the next thing. Alright, so first we get rid of this. Or first we upgrade this, right? Yes, okay. So now this goes down to 3 to 4 here to upgrade. So we're going to get rid of this, right? So past here, these should lose the... Okay, good. Pause. So now these get it up to... Alright, what cream is this? The green cream. How much is the green cream making us? Quite a lot. Okay, that's our best one. Right. How much is the light green pill making us? Because we're going to need more room for this. 101, it's our second best. Of course it is. Alright. Yeah. Basically what I just need to do is... to switch these around. Or not even necessarily switch them around, just make it a little more compact. Okay, makers, although I could do this as a cream. Yeah, let's do this as a cream. No, not a multi-mixer, a creamer. Here, I can make it even more compact. There, you do that. Okay, now, these... Alright, stop, stop, stop. Here. Okay. Here. Alright, and now we can do this all the way down here. Well, sort of all the way down here. Sometimes the way these machines are set up really annoys me. Okay, so now if we go fast forward... Stop it. Stop it. You don't want unnecessary machines processing when they don't need to be. Okay. Yeah, just go. Right. Good. So now we need to get this up to 6, which is through an agglomerator. Oh, we did it. We earned the rank of master. We did it. Alright, so I'm just going to finish making this pill, and then that'll be it. We didn't need to buy another one of those. It's fine, we'll delete these. Let us get 2 evaporators. Sure. Okay. Now, let's put this through... We need to put this through an autoclave, I believe. Yes. Actually, this will all be easier if I didn't sell the other agglomerator, whatever. Just do this. Okay, and then we put this through an autoclave. There we are. Okay, so now this halves the concentration, so it's going to move it all the way there. And then we need to get it to 11, so we need to go up by 7. So we need 2 agglomerators. Of course, has to be difficult. Okay, first. And let's get an evaporator. There we go, 1 evaporator. Okay, so this will bring it up a little bit. And then we will get an agglomerator. Here, and then down here. Okay. And then in here should be medicine that will be an appetite suppressant, I believe. Yes. There we go. Start shipping that out. There we go. Timox cream. It's an appetite suppressant. It's going to make us a lot of money. Snack buster, sure. So, that was the beginner level of Big Pharma. I'm going to be doing a bunch of these, so you can stay tuned for all that. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. My name is Johan Farley. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, and that's about it. So I'll see you guys next time.